Well, good day YouTube, Jeremy with Four Sons Off-Road. So today we've got a little 2002 Suzuki Carry DA63T, and I just wanted to do a detailed walk-around video of this little truck for you. Show you the ins and outs of these little Suzuki Carries, and show you some helpful hints as well. But of course, starting around on the outside, best part about these little trucks is the truck boxes. Now, if you notice, these are all full steel boxes. The DA63T for the Suzukis are a separate box as well. If you know, if you look back at like a DB52 or DA62, they actually had a one-piece box, same as like the Hi-Jets and some of the Daihatsus that actually pin right to the cab, so you don't have this front panel on there. Not a big deal unless you want to do conversions or take your box off or something like that. It just makes it a little more difficult. This is a one-piece box, so it will come off the frame if you needed to do any major modifications. Second thing I point out is all the nice little tie-down points. If you notice under the box rails here, you've got tie-down points all across the underside of the box rails there, and then actually down below underneath the frame as well, which is really cool. Lots of places to access tie-down points on these things if you're putting a cover on it or actually strapping something, you know, down and around. These trucks are all available with drop side beds as well, so pretty much standard on all these little mini trucks is a 3-side drop side bed, unless you have a specialty box on there. Really cool. I use the side, you know, the side door more than the tailgate, because you can basically access the whole box. Another neat feature is just this little 10mm check bolt here. Pop that out, and then these side panels will just hinge right off. You pull them out, tailgate of course as well, and then you can have an actual true flat deck without any of the side panels getting in the way, which can be really handy for carrying any sort of oversized gear. One other nice thing, some of these mini trucks, you'll see some come with them, some don't actually come with the retainer chains for the tailgate and the side panel, so you can actually hook those on like a standard tailgate chain. If your mini truck doesn't have it, they don't all have it. Sometimes there's an option on some of them, but pretty simple to add those if you need to. And of course, you'll see there's a headache rack on these little trucks as well. Again, pretty much standard on all Suzuki trucks, the most modern ones anyways. Nice little headache rack. You've got retainers, slide retainers here, so whatever you throw on top's not going to slide off the side. Tie down points, and these are solid. Like, these are solid steel bolted right to the cab of the truck. Really nice, solid place to mount stuff to if you need to, for sure. Of course, we've got the same type of hinges all around. These hinges are adjustable. If your hinges keep popping open on your mini truck or are really floppy, basically two things to check. Number one, actually I'll pop around this side and show you, because we did have to replace one of them. There's a little plastic insert on the end of these retainer straps here. Those break, they fall off, they wear out. They should be on there. They should get replaced if you don't have them on there. That ensures that when you actually strap the clamp on, you get lots of tension in there. You don't get any of that squeaking and rattling from the steel on steel. And then there is some adjustment here, so just loosen up these two bolts, and those are slotted, so you can actually pull the adjustment in. Make sure you get your handles nice and tight so they're not rattling, squeaking, and popping open on you. Back around this side. So on the DA63Ts, the batteries are back under the side of the truck instead of inside, like the DB52s and DA62s. This little guy here is a access step. So basically just side step, just grab on there, and then you can grab up on your headache rack and jump in the box nice and easy. Cool feature to have there for sure. So again, with the battery, I mentioned a lot of the I think it was 99 to 2002, mid-2002 Suzukis had the batteries under the passenger seat, and they literally just stuck them right down in this open spot here. Now, for whatever reason, they decided to move them back out underneath the frame there. Not a big deal. You just notice they tend to get a little more beat up and rusty under there, being exposed to the weather. But again, not the end of the world. So if we do go inside, nice clean little truck. couple of cool things in these trucks. So under the passenger seat again, if we pop that up, just that single latch there, you've got access to the top side of your motor. So injectors up at the top here. You've got access to your spark plugs underneath this cover there. Engine oil fill is right there. Here's your PCV valve right there as well, so that you're really easy to get in and clean and change out. And then of course you do have there's a fuse box under the side there, as well as your jack and tire iron. That kind of stuff tucks up underneath there. So that's all accessible under the passenger side panel there. And if we go around to the driver's side, it's where we get a little more access to some of the other stuff. Let's pop that key out there. So under the driver's side, first thing we'll show you up front. So there's a little hood latch thing there. You can actually get access under kind of a little front hood panel here. Now, not much to access under here, but you do have your washer fluid, your brake reservoir, as well as, of course, coolant. Now, your rad cap is down up underneath there, so you actually do have to pull this front clip off in order to get access to your radiator, as well as access to your headlights if you want to pull your headlights off. Really easy to get these front clips off. Basically, you've got a clip point here, here, and here. Now these are all popped out because we were just servicing this truck, but those three clips there, and then there will be one up under here on each side, and actually just two, one up under the middle here and here. So a couple of plastic clips to pop out, and then that whole front piece will pop right off. You get access to your headlights, access to your rad cap and radiator, and yeah, really easy service under the front of these trucks with just a couple of simple things moving out of the way. But yeah, let's pop back in to the driver's side here. So again, just a couple of clips, two on each side there, and then there is this this strap here that you need to pull before it'll let you flip the seat up. So under this side, access to your air box, which is just right here. Air filter, easy to change out on these things, and then dipstick right in the middle there, so easy to get access to check your oil. And not much else underneath here. This is not a air conditioning truck, so you don't see an AC pump or anything, but alternators right there, and just a single belt for the alternator, water pump, all of that stuff. But yeah, really easy to see and access everything under the top here. There is another little fuse box right up underneath here. So just up underneath, right by your OBD2 port, and a fuse box there. I know a lot of guys have had trouble finding that or didn't know that that was there. But yeah, you do have that little extra fuse box up underneath if you're having any issues that are fuse related. But yeah, let's pop inside. Have a look at this thing. Startup procedure is the same as any, sorry about the focus there, any car. Basically, turn it on, start her up, and away you go. A little low on fuel there. This truck's got 24,691 kilometers. You do have the little trip meter thing here as well, so you can, you know, have your two different trips and reset them. Keep track of your mileage. These are a 6-digit odometer, not 5 digits, 6 digits. So whatever it shows on there is your true mileage. They do go up to basically 1,000,000 kilometers before they roll over. So don't get too freaked out by the whole 5-digit odometer thing. That was actually mostly on the older 1980s and some of the 1990s mini trucks, but a lot of them are 6-digit. Pretty simple controls wise, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Real easy on these trucks. Literally, they are a shift on the fly system, so if you're driving, not spinning the tires of course, you could literally just pull up, kick it into 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive light will come on the dash there, and you're in 4-wheel drive. Now if you want to go to 4 low, you do have to stop and clutch and then physically push the button, pull all the way through to neutral, and then up into 4 low. The same thing if you want to get out of 4 low, you do have to stop and clutch, and then you can just go back into your 4 low there. 5-speed standard transmission, standard shift pattern, so even though it's on the wrong side, you know, for North America here, the shift pattern's identical, so really not that difficult to figure out if you do know how to drive a manual. And then of course the pedals are all the same as well. Yeah, the pedals are the same North American standard too, so just gas, brake, and clutch. So you don't really need to relearn how to drive just to be on the right-hand side. The one thing they do switch is signal lights. They go from you know, the left side to the right side, and then of course your windshield washers go where your signal lights would be on a North American car. A couple other interior features here. This truck does have power steering, which is nice. Electronic power steering. Does not have air conditioning. If you had AC, your button would be right here for your AC on and off. But heat is standard, which is really nice. The heaters work awesome in these little things. Japanese stereo. It's a single DIN stereo. They don't work as far as the standard channels. If you notice, all the channels are, the frequencies are all weird. So not compatible with most North American frequencies. It is a single DIN setup with a standard antenna inlet on the back. So literally pop this little guy out and we pop in a nice little mini truck stereo, 3 wires, and works great. Super easy install. We actually have them, this is a speaker, so these trucks mostly don't have speakers built in, you know, into the doors or under the dash. Some do, but most don't. So typically if your stereo has a speaker in it, a grill in it, you don't have external speakers. So if you replace it, you're going to have to replace it with one of our mini truck stereos that actually has the speakers built in, or install some extra speakers somewhere else in the truck with a standard type of stereo. But yeah, pretty nice little units. Lots of little storage cubbies. You know, standard glove box. Lots of little storage cubbies on top. You actually get a pen holder and a business card holder there, which is great on these trucks. Real nice, full of all kinds of little storage pockets on these DA63Ts. But yeah, all in all, really nice little trucks. Best part about them, they're sealed up really well. They're you know, they're not noisy. Like, we're sitting in this thing, it's running. You don't get any sort of major hum or growl or anything out of them. So if you're looking for to replace a side-by-side, these are a really nice nice option for sure. So there you have just a quick little walk around for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have got about 50 videos on these little Japanese mini trucks that we've done in the past. Check out our website as well, foursonsoffroad.com, and make sure to like this video and comment if you have any questions at all. Let us know what you'd like to see in the future.